We are here on the FWDG Showcase. I am with Kris Plyler. As always, good to see you, Kris.
Good
and
to
we
see
have a
you.
special guest today. It's Nick Desautels, and I know, Kris, you want to tell us a little bit about what Nick does, and then, of course, he's going to jump in and share with us.
Sure, yeah. Nick is one of our design consultants. He's an awesome face to have here in the store. He's very knowledgeable about our product, and he's going to talk to us today a little bit about our ProPlan and what we offer.
Okay, so ProPlan. Tell us what that means.
Internal lingo. Basically, that's the way we say our 5-year protection plan. So what the 5-year protection plan is, almost everything in the store qualifies, but it covers you against stains, tears, frame breakage. If you're talking recliners or power pieces, it covers you against mechanical failures for 5 full years. And it's really more of a replacement plan than a protection plan, because if we can't fix something wrong with your piece, we're giving you your money back to go and buy a new one. It's one of those things that most people aren't thinking about when they come in the store, but they are thinking about, okay, how am I going to live in this piece? And it allows you to get more peace of mind when you're buying furniture like this that looks great and you want to keep it for the years.
Yeah. Well, and as you mentioned before we started filming, obviously much of the store is kind of this color palette because we're in the coastal region here,
absolutely,
the Lowcountry, and so that, like you said, it gives them peace of mind. That. And it really also sounds like, I'm going to jump back to that in a second, but it also sounds like it's really comprehensive. I mean, you mentioned mechanical and everything.
It is.
It's not just cosmetic.
Yeah, the list, which I brought a prop, the list is very long of coverage. But basically the idea is any accidental damage to the piece is covered, which is obviously outside of what a normal manufacturer warranty would be. But it also covers things like, if you're talking wood product, warping and cracking, things that even the most careful people can't control. Fading from the sun, which obviously, again, a piece like this could go in a sunroom very well. And if that color starts to fade over the years, well, then you've spent a lot of money on a piece that doesn't look like it should. So it's a very comprehensive coverage. There are very, very few limitations. The idea is we want you to have your piece for a long time. We want you to love what you buy with us. And that's why it's important to do something like this, because accidents do happen even when they're out of our control.
And we also, before we started filming, I had mentioned to you about having protection on the fabric itself to make it stain resistant or whatever, or performance fabrics. But you told me something very interesting that I didn't know, and you said most people don't know.
They don't. One of the most common questions we get are these Scotch guarded. That's, you know, back in the day you used to be able to just spray on some chemicals and it would be basically impervious. Well, they don't let us do that anymore. It's a carcinogen concern, spraying chemicals where your face is going to be. People don't like that. So most of our fabrics, even the performance fabrics, are not 100% impervious like they used to be. Even the best made performance fabrics, if they're left and you don't notice something on them, can still stain, can still tear. It's just not the same level of protection as we used to have from a physical standpoint. So where we've shifted is to say, look, we can't promise nothing's going to happen to your piece because we'd be lying to you. But we can promise that if something does happen, we're going to take care of you. You're not going to have to live with it. And that's kind of how we've made sure that our customers will be happy in the long run.
And talk to us a little bit about the plan itself. Is it something you pay for upfront when you buy the furniture? Is it monthly? Is it?
So it's an upfront cost. It's a one-time fee. It's based on how much you spend. You pay that once and it will cover you multiple times. Now they'll only replace the piece once, obviously, because then it's a brand new piece, but they're not just gonna charge you per stain or per tear. You pay that one fee and for 5 years, whatever happens, you're good to go. There's no deductibles. I know a lot of manufacturer warranties will be like prorated and, you know, after year 1, you're paying for labor. It's none of that. You pay one time and you're just taken care of. So it's easy, it's comprehensive. You don't have to continuously worry about it or add up the fees in your head. It is just one time and you're covered.
Love that. Love that.
Someone like me with a 3-year-old, that is like such peace of mind. I feel like buying furniture, it's like, can I live in this furniture? Is this gonna work for me? And then, you know, dogs, like he said, sun damage, everything. It's
Do I need to be one of those people that put sheets over the couch before anybody sits down?
What is it? The plastic cover?
Now, the number one thing people come in looking for is furniture that looks nice and feels nice that they can use every day. And you know, people do get scared because you're in the pieces of furniture all the time. You've got kids. If you're like me, you've got friends coming over. That's why I had to use it, because one of my friends sat on the arm of my sectional. But at the end of the day, we want you to have that piece that looks great, feels great, and you're actually able to use it.
Well, what a great plan. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer to me. So thank you, Nick, for being here. Thank you, Kris, for bringing Nick on to share all this great information about the plan. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next time for the FWDG Showcase.